and welcome to Chabot News for April 23rd, 2026. My name is Alexa, and today we'll be covering doctors' use of AI chatbots, Union City's Culture Fest, and a cemetery that was damaged by a tornado. In sports news, Bruce will tell us about the Boston Marathon. And finally, Chantal will give us her top 5 concerts. All that and more coming up in today's edition of Chabot News. Many doctors are now using AI chatbots in their practice. Not just any chatbots, specialized AI chatbots. Medical chatbots can assist doctors and trainees in various ways. They can keep them updated on new research and guidelines. They help doctors draft summaries of patient visits and hospital stays. And they can draft letters to insurance companies for prior authorizations and other correspondence. Many doctors, medical students, and trainees also use AI chatbots to help build a list of possible patient diagnoses. Experts say patient privacy concerns are valid. It's important to talk to your doctor about AI chatbots being used to augment your care, how they're using them, and what type they are using. The usage of AI continues to increase, along with a plethora of work fields that are beginning to normalize the usage of it. The city of Lynnwood, Washington, has officially ended its ban on cannabis retail shops. And the first shop to open under the new rules, Starbuds, had its ribbon cutting Monday. It was April 20th, or 420, the unofficial holiday that celebrates cannabis culture. Lynnwood is allowing up to 3 or more licensed shops in designated commercial zones. Since legalization, Washington State's cannabis market has grown, reaching a peak of $1.5 billion in sales in 2021. For a decade, Lynnwood was among the municipalities sticking to a ban. Meanwhile, cannabis stores opened in nearby unincorporated areas just outside city limits. To demonstrate commitment to reinvesting in the Lynnwood community, Starbuds donated to the 3 local nonprofits. Hayward is holding its annual Citywide cleanup and community fair on Saturday, April 25th. It's a litter pickup event hosted at Weeks Park. Volunteers come together to collect litter and abandoned debris in various neighborhoods throughout the city. After picking up litter, community members will meet back up at Weeks Park and be provided lunch. There will also be a community fair with sustainability-themed booths hosted by community organizations with fun activities for all. Volunteer check-in will begin at 8 a.m. near the Weeks Park Community Center, and the litter pickup will begin at 8:30 a.m. Investors seem hopeful about a new round of U.S. Iran negotiations. WTI is fluctuating roughly in the mid to high 80s. The global benchmark, Brent crude, is moving around the mid-90s. That's after both posted declines of less than 1% early Tuesday morning. AAA reports regular gas is averaging $4.02 a gallon. That's down about 2 cents from Monday. Global stocks are showing gains, and U.S. pre-market trading was in the green. Sources say Vice President J.D. Vance is set to negotiate with Iranians in Pakistan Wednesday. The statewide average price of gas is currently at $5.89. With the rise of gas prices, we sent out our reporter, Amalak, to hear how students' lives are being impacted by the rise in prices.
Gas prices are really, really rough right now, but you gotta go places, and it's just how it is. So, being as they may, gas prices pretty much suck as far as the expense. No one likes it when it goes from $4 to $7, and unfortunately, that's where we're going. So. It sucks, but it's all part of just getting used to what the new norm is, and hopefully this isn't the new norm. So that's what I have.
For the most part, gas prices aren't impacting my day-to-day life. I drive a Prius hybrid, and then I just go grocery shopping and come to college. So for the most part, it doesn't really impact me that much.
A lot, because you can definitely see it on the price. Like before I could fill like my tank with like $50, and now $50 kind of almost like have to take. So it's definitely impacted a lot, like economically, because I am a broke woman. And I mean, all the students can definitely feel that, like a little bit more spending, or like have to budget a little bit more because of gas, especially if you're a commuter. So definitely take that into account. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Almalak, for that report. Concern is growing along a parkway in North Carolina, where 2 stray dogs have sparked community concern and efforts to keep them safe. Gracie Palmer has the report.
Donna Troll was driving the Parkway back in March when she noticed 2 dogs near Fort Ridge Overlook with no owner in sight.
We could tell that they had been set out and abandoned, and so we started coming up. We live close, so we started coming up and kind of checking on the dogs.
And she's not the only one. Social media has been flooded with concern for these dogs.
That dog was very nice, but extremely scared. These dogs were dumped off by somebody, and they are scared and timid.
Over the last month, Donna, Holly, and others have been returning to the Parkway to feed the pups.
But the last several times I did see the dogs, I noticed that they had lost a lot of weight.
On one of their recent visits, they noticed an injury on the brown dog's face, which Donna and Holly believe came from a gunshot wound.
They don't deserve this. They deserve better.
On April 18th, the Park Service received a report of those dogs becoming aggressive, and they've since put up barricades between milepost 443 and 455, where the dogs were last seen.
These dogs are hungry, and they're used to people feeding them. So they came up to her thinking maybe she had food or something. I don't think these dogs are going to hurt anybody.
But residents are worried that rangers will put the dogs down. Jackson County Animal Services told me that they've been in contact with the Park Service and that to their understanding, these dogs will be safely taken to a local shelter. The National Park Service also said in a statement that they plan to, quote, capture and relocate the dogs to an appropriate shelter location. Residents say they just want to see these dogs saved.
And whether you're an animal lover or whether you're not, that still doesn't give people the right to bring their animals up here or anywhere and just set them out.
Thank you for that report, Gracie. Park rangers continue to search for the 2 dogs in hope of relocating them. Union City's diversity was on full display Saturday as residents gathered for the city's biggest culture fest yet. Alan Sampson reports.
Food and performances filled Kennedy Park Saturday, March 21st, as Union City hosted its 4th annual Culture Fest. The event, organized by the Youth Commission, has grown from a small gathering at the Community Resource Center into its largest celebration to date. From noon until 4 in the afternoon, families explored resource booths, diverse food truck offerings, and watched performers take the stage throughout the park.
It's an annual event to showcase the diversity of Union City. We invite local performers, vendors, small businesses to showcase what they do in the Bay Area. And we also host this event to promote youth leadership opportunities. The event is entirely youth-run.
Vendors from across the region shared both their food and their crafts, giving attendees a chance to experience tradition firsthand.
I'm a local vendor here from the Dakota community. I embroider, crochet, and do sewing projects at Lizzie's Creations on Instagram and Facebook.
So we are here with our food truck or our food trailer. We specialize in barbecue, chicken, ribs, brisket, and then we got a few different burgers. One of them is called the Space Cowboy, 2 smashed patties, brisket, onion rings, barbecue sauce, and then we got the brisket mac and cheese that we're most known for.
We serve shaved ice. We're here at Culture Fest. We have lots of tropical flavors here to try out. Blue raspberry and tiger's blood are probably our most popular flavors here, but I really like mango. Another opportunity to get Kona Ice with is fundraisers. After school Kona, nonprofits, fundraisers do really well.
On stage, dancers, singers, and spoken word artists kept the crowd entertained for hours, celebrating cultures through music and storytelling.
All sorts of different diverse groups and performances. I just rocked the stage doing some spoken word and reading from my poetry books. It's a beautiful experience.
Having everyone, especially in the Bay Area, just know our talent, just know us as Asians, just coming up in the entertainment industry, music, acting, or whatever. I'm a Filipino artist, R&B, pop, and hip-hop. 2 albums everywhere at Edre Sale.
Organizers say events like this help build stronger connections between residents and city leaders, including public safety teams who attended to engage with the community.
This event is hosted by our UC Youth Commission group. And actually, they are great.
With clear skies and warm temperatures, the festival drew one of its largest crowds yet, marking another milestone for an event that continues to grow each year. From Kennedy Park in Union City, I am Alan Sampson, reporting for Chabot TV.
Thanks, Alan. Organizers say they plan to expand Culture Fest even further next year as participation and attendance continues to rise. Now we go to Bruce with this week's sports report.
Thanks, Alexa. This past Monday was host to the vaunted Boston Marathon, a dream for many runners. About 30,000 runners from more than 100 countries participated in Monday's 130th Boston Marathon. The race saw repeat champions from Kenya in both the men's and women's division. For the men, John Career set a new course record with an unofficial time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 52 seconds. For the women, Sharon Lokedi secured first place and defended her title with an unofficial time of 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 51 seconds. They will be awarded $150,000 each and an additional $50,000 if they set a new course record. Familiar faces were crowned champions in the wheelchair division too. Marcel Hug claimed his 9th victory, and Eden Rainbow Cooper secured her 2nd win. They will win $50,000 each. Also running at the Boston Marathon was a former president's and Secretary of State's daughter. Chelsea Clinton finished the Boston Marathon on Monday, and look who was there to greet her at the finish line. Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton gave their daughter a big hug at the end of a 26.2-mile race. The 46-year-old Chelsea ran the race under a pseudonym. She clocked a time of 3 hours, 40 minutes, and 52 seconds. Clinton has tackled a marathon before, having run New York City's race last November. Coming in at under 4 hours is a remarkable achievement. Great effort, Chelsea. That's it for the sports report this week. Now back to you, Alexa.
Thanks, Bruce. The world's top athletes descended on Madrid Monday for the prestigious LAUSD Sports Awards. Winners in years past include the likes of Lionel Messi, Usain Bolt, Simone Biles, and Serena Williams. It was the current women's tennis #1, Aryna Sabalenka, who was named Sportswoman of the Year for the first time. The 27-year-old Belarusian reached 3 of the 4 major finals last year and won her 2nd straight U.S. Open in September. On the men's side, it was another tennis star, Carlos Alcaraz, who claimed his first Sportsman of the Year award. The 22-year-old Spaniard also reached 3 finals in 2025. Winning both the French and U.S. Opens. Alcaraz will be looking to win a 3rd straight Roland Garros title next month, but that's only if he recovers in time from a concerning wrist injury. He's set to undergo tests this week to reveal the extent of the injury. Amanda Davis spoke to him about that and his awards after the ceremony in Madrid.
Congratulations, Carlos Alcaraz, Laureus Sportsman of the Year. How does it feel to be up there with the likes of Novak, Leo Messi, Lewis Hamilton, Usain Bolt?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's amazing. It's a dream come true for me. You know, see my name next to those legends that have won this award before. So for me, it's a real honor.
And I remember speaking to you 4 years ago in Paris when you'd won the Breakthrough of the Year award. You met Leo Messi on the red carpet for the first time. How do you think you today compares to that Carlos Alcaraz?
Well, it was, I do remember when I met Messi, you know, back in 2023, I was shaking. I was like, no way, he's coming, he's next to me, I just could wave him, so it was a pleasure. So I would say, you know, back then I was new in this kind of thing, so I just, I was surrounded by, you know, legends from the sport that I was in shock in a way right now, and just I'm getting a little bit more used to. It's still shocking that I just were to talk like you know, man to man with a lot of legends and you know, in person with a lot of legends. So I would say like I'm more mature than than them.
How much does your rivalry with Yannick drive you on?
Well, I think the rivalry that I have with Yannick, it is in my mind every day. You know, every time that I'm gonna step on the court for practice, I'm thinking about, all right, what I should do to be better, what I should do when I'm gonna face Yannick the next time, and I practice that. So I think this rivalry is really beautiful. I'm really grateful for having him around. Not when he beat me, but jokes aside, it gives me the motivation and the strength to give my 100% every day to be a better player. So he pushed me to the limit every time.
And I must ask you, you are very valiantly holding a microphone, but with a bandage on your wrist. How are you?
Well, I could be better, to be honest, but I think this is our life. I think that these things happens. Getting injured. It is hopefully it is nothing serious. I don't know yet. Hopefully soon on court. But it is not about you get injured. It's about when and how you come back. So I'm just trying to take care of myself as good as I can and trying to be soon on court again.
You've done so much already by the age of 22. I mean, when you look at Novak, 38, Roger retired at 41. Can you still see yourself doing it at their age?
Well, no, right now, to be honest. So that's, it's impressive what right now he's doing. I have huge admiration for him being like. You look at him and he feels he's 25. He's still 25. He doesn't get old. It's crazy. So it's impressive. I don't know if I'm gonna still play at 30. What I can say is I will try to be healthy. My mental health, and try to play as long as I can.
Thanks, Amanda. Alcaraz will continue his dominance with playing at the French Open in May. A historic cemetery south of Kansas City, Missouri, sustained heavy damage during last week's powerful tornado. Ryan Gamboa toured the cemetery on Monday ahead of what is expected to be a major cleanup effort.
Glimmers of hope still shine through downed tree limbs across parts of Belton, damaged from an EF1 tornado on Friday. And hope is what's pushing cemetery president Elmer Larkey to build back stronger. 3 sets of his grandparents rest in this garden.
Because I know people, I've known people a lot of people here for a long time, and then I hate to see it devastated.
Tree crews are expected to begin removing down limbs on Tuesday as loved ones rest beneath them. Some headstones able to withstand Mother Nature's furor, others toppled over.
There's so many good people here. It'll be back in about a month.
It's the people going above and beyond for impacted neighbors that drive a rebuild.
We've got some hot meals with us.
Pastor Tim Goulet and his daughter Alex from Life Quest Church in Belton handed out meals on Sunday night.
I'll bring a couple then for you.
This man was one of 300 meals served.
It will get back to normal, but it's going to take some time, and that's why little glimpses of hope are so beneficial.
Delivering hope in a warm meal.
Hey, be blessed. Day. Yeah, you too, thanks.
It's that dedication that Larkey's stewardship for the gone are not forgotten.
It's just hard to say. It was devastating. It really was to see so much damage, in so little a time, But we'll be back.
Thanks for that report, Ryan. Some notable people are buried in the cemetery, including esteemed author Dale Carnegie. Carrie Nation, a leader in the temperance movement, is also buried there. Now we go to Chantal with this week's Top 5 segment.
Thanks, Alexa. I had so many ideas for my top 5, but as an indecisive person, it took me until last minute to make up my mind. So today, I'll be ranking my top 5 concerts. I have been to so many great concerts, so it was really hard to rank them all. But first, honorable mentions to Epic High, Caliuchis, Pitbull, Fujikaze, and Twice. At number 5, Kendrick Lamar at the 2022 Big Steppers Tour. Baby Keem as opener. Kendrick used therapy-themed interludes to transition between acts. He's an icon. Do I even need to explain more? At number 4, we have Doja Cat at the 2025 Outside Lands. I had been waiting to see this woman since I listened to Planet Her. She knows how to captivate the audience. She sported an 80s look, platinum blonde hair, and sharp shoulder pads. It was my first time going to a music festival and made all my day worth it. For number 3, Bad Bunny at the 2022 World's Hottest Tour. I have seen Bad Bunny 3 times already, but there is nothing like this tour. The set list was fire and Bad Bunny flew on top of a palm tree across the stadium, but unfortunately I do not remember anything after the first song, and the videos I took will never see the light of day. Coming in at number 2, we have a tie. We have The Weeknd at the 2025 After Hours Till Dawn tour, and out of all the days that could have happened, it fell on my birthday. He performed all the favorite songs, he took me to the moon and back. Thanks to his staff for adding extra lighting last minute, I was able to get closer seats. And in number 2, we have Tyler, the Creator, at the 2025 Chromacopia tour. His performances are always a 10 out of 10, but actually seeing him in person was spectacular. He performed at the Chase Center, and there's no bad seats there. And lastly, at number 1, BTS, the 2019 Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. To be honest, this is the first concert I ever went to, and I traveled by myself all the way to Pasadena to see them perform. This concert set the bar too high for me. 3 hours of incredible songs, stage and outfit changes, dancing, and fireworks. And I am super hyped to see them again next month. And that's it for my top 5. Now back to you, Alexa.
Thanks, Chantal. Oh, an Arkansas mother chose to take advantage of the state's school voucher program, allowing her son to transfer from public school to private school. She says it's helped her son thrive, but it's also left her family struggling to cover a basic need. Autumn Foltz has the story.
Tiffany Ward, a Sherwood mom, says the Learns Education Freedom Account program changed her son's life for the better.
He has socially thrived, he plays sports, and that was something that I don't think that would have ever happened if I had kept him in public school.
But she says that opportunity came with an unexpected cost. After leaving Pulaski County Special School District for Abundant Life Christian Academy, her son lost access to free and reduced meals.
Our income didn't change, our household didn't change. His school changed.
Ward says her family now has to pay out of pocket for lunch or stretch their grocery budget even further. She says daily meals can cost up to $15, which adds up quickly.
The rising cost in groceries has definitely had a huge impact on us and how we just have to cut more corners.
She even tried using leftover EFA funds to cover food, but was denied.
I got an email that stated that the EFA does not pay for nutritional aspects of the child's academic growth. And I thought, well, that's kind of ridiculous.
She says that highlights a bigger issue where education funding follows the student, but basic needs don't.
Nutrition plays a huge aspect in your child's academic growth, and I just felt like that needed to be some attention brought to that because that's a gap.
She questions how food program money is tracked and distributed across the state.
We're not asking for new funding. We don't need new funding. We just want the funding developed and delivered to the students fairly.
Thanks, Autumn. Ward hopes lawmakers will take a look at the issue and make some changes. The nation's second largest school district is the first to vote to reduce student screen time. The Los Angeles Unified School District already banned cell phones 2 years ago. On Tuesday, their board voted to limit student screen time on laptops and iPads. They're primarily targeting student-led access to YouTube and other streaming services in the classroom. The school board member who introduced the resolution said that during the COVID pandemic, many screen time limits were scrapped to make sure students had access to necessary technology. Now, the focus is on reevaluating that access and balancing it for better student outcomes. The LA Unified School District has more than 500,000 students. On Tuesday, April 21st, Kevin Warsh was in front of the Senate Banking Committee for his confirmation hearing. He's President Donald Trump's nominee to succeed Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. During his prepared remarks, Warsh spoke about the central bank maintaining its independence from political interference. He says he does not believe the Fed's independence is threatened by elected officials stating their views. That comment is in response to President Trump's repeated criticism of Powell for not lowering interest rates. The president has also said he expects Warsh to lower rates quickly once assuming the role. Warsh might face a tough nomination process. Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina, a senior Republican on the committee, wants the Justice Department to stop investigating Powell before he backs Warsh's nomination. Republicans need Tillis's vote to move his nomination out of committee and onto a final vote in the broader upper chamber. That's all for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us at any time online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH Channel 27 on Comcast for more Chabot TV.